It's Zach Sang. You hear me on AC 102.7 here in Atlantic City. I had a great time hanging out with my girl, Whitney. She's amazing. She's a hero. I love her.
Hey everybody, I am here with Zach Sang inside of Wolfgang Puck Restaurant at the Borgata Hotel, Casino and Spa. And this is so much fun because we are celebrating his 21st birthday.
Yes, we are.
Yes, now Zach is really cool because he is the youngest person to have a nationally syndicated radio show in the country, and he's also seen here on AC 102.7 on the radio, and we're going to be celebrating his birthday tonight at Mur.Mur. Welcome to Atlantic City. Thanks for celebrating with us, Zach.
Honestly, that introduction is making me blush. Yeah, thank you. I love Atlantic City. I'm from North New Jersey. I live in Wayne, New Jersey. Do the radio show out of New York City, but I've been coming to Atlantic City with my grandma for, years. My grandma was not a great gambler, but she was a gambler. And they used to send us limos every weekend. And that's what me and my family, like my mom and my sister and my grandma, we used to come down for weekend getaways. And she used to sit there at the slots, and we'd go to the beach and walk the boardwalk and have fudge and taffy. And it's so good to be on the radio down here. It's so much fun. And getting a chance to come down here all the time with my gang, it's just incredible. It really is.
And we're excited to have you here, especially for your birthday. And now you have all these memories with your grandmother, so you can make your own memories now.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I want to make my own memories. This weekend I'm hoping to not really remember most of the memories that I make. At least that's what people tell me. But it's going to be a good time. I think it's crazy. When I went to the program director, Paul Kelly, to do a birthday party, and we kind of thought it would be perfect. And we got on the phone with Borgata, and they started like, we do all these great parties. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. This is more than I ever expected. I was just like, hey, let's broadcast live from a bar with like 5 friends. And now it's at Mur.Mur with a ton of people, and we're broadcasting live, and there's signs places. People are sending me pictures of things like with our logos everywhere, promoting the party. We're all over the website. It's crazy. This is more than what I expected, and I'm so happy. It's going to be awesome.
Really is, and I heard that you were inviting just people who are walking through the casino.
Well, I'm the kind of person where if you stop, you talk to me, or you look nice, I'm going to talk to you, and if we hit it off, then why not? Come take a shot. I'm turning 21.
Well, that's a good thing. You don't discriminate. You love everybody.
I do. I was giving out free freaking Sundays down at the cafeteria with Ben and Jerry's, my friends at Ben and Jerry's. Yeah, giving out free Sundays. It was a good time.
I was reading some of your bio, and you've loved people since you were so young. You were working at a supermarket. You realized you had some talent. Talk to us about your talent and how you kind of honed into the radio.
Okay, so it starts 6 years ago at the grocery store. Hated it. I was the guy who would bag stuff. I'd collect groceries. It was Food Town. Do you have a Food Town around here? Yeah, Super Food Town. That was it. And I would collect the carts, and I would bag the stuff, and it sucked. It was the worst job ever. But I loved talking to the customers. That was the one thing I loved doing. And I was like, what do teenagers not have? And I was like, hey, let's do an online radio show. So I went home, and I tried to figure out how to do an online radio show. At the age of 14, did it. After a year, had 2 million listeners. After that, went to another company called Goom Radio, ran and created the second largest teen radio station next to Radio Disney. So from there, I went to Nickelodeon. I was on Nickelodeon. Have new shows coming out with Nickelodeon now. And now I do a national radio show. It's crazy. It's more than I ever imagined when I was 14. I didn't expect to do this. It's taken off into a whole new direction, and just where I've come and where my team have come, like from the beginning to now, it's unbelievable to think. It really is. And you sit there and you think, you go, why us? And there's reasons that we're successful, but it's just, we're so lucky.
How did you know when you were doing the radio show, how did you just get 2 million listeners? How does that just happen? Anybody can have a radio show. What did you do differently that helped amass those followers?
I feel like even now, right, when we crack the microphone, we are friends talking to friends. We are people hanging out. My specialty back when I was doing it when I was 14, I would crack the mic every day, and I'd take notes during my school day, right? And I just talk about all the crap that happened in school that day, whether it was finding a mirror in the urinal or, my Italian teacher failing me or hearing me talk crap about her on the radio, so she failed me. Everything was super relatable. Oh my God, it's totally unethical. I hope she watches this. Ridiculous. But everything was about just life and school, and it was just about us, and it was exposing our lives on the radio. And we knew if we were going through it, there are a ton of people out there going through the same exact thing. And also, we did a lot of celebrity interviews. We were able to book some great guests, and we still have a lot of great guests. It's just crazy.
Who are some of your favorite guest celebrities that you've interviewed that are so memorable to you?
Okay. My second shoot for Nickelodeon, I shot with Antonio Banderas and Salma Hayek. Yeah, Salma Hayek taught me how to salsa. I mean, like, I'm not good, and Antonio Banderas made fun of me, like, ripped me a new one. But that was pretty cool. I couldn't. Oh, my God. He's Zorro. He might, like, you don't know he's going to whip out. He was pretty good. I got to sit down recently with the creator of Twitter, Biz Stone. That was pretty cool. I've done a lot of stuff. I've been lucky. I worked with like Ben Stiller, One Direction, Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez a bunch of times. And it's cool. You know, the one thing that was amazing, right, is that as I started to because you got to remember, I was 14. It was just 6 years ago. I was watching TV. I was a huge fan. I was a fan of Nickelodeon. And all my friends are people like Miranda Cosgrove, Ariana Grande. And I made friends doing this. And that, lifelong friends, which is just insane to me. And I watched them on TV, you know.
You're following your dream, and people are born with a talent. This is your talent, and you're living it. You're living your dream, and it's great because you're bringing it to the masses, and you're entertaining all of us, which is awesome.
I hope people like the show. I mean, we do our thing, and hopefully people like us. If they don't, we still do our thing. You know what I mean?
So where can people find out more information about you, and when can they hear your show?
They can hear it in Atlantic City. You can hear it on AC 102.7. You can hear it all over the country on a whole bunch of different radio stations. But you can also go to ZachSangandTheGang.com or Facebook.com/ZachSangandTheGang. Or you can follow us on Twitter, too, @ZachSang1.
So if you could have your first birthday drink with anybody, although we know you already had one, but let's just say if you could have it with anybody special, who would it be and why?
Okay. I've given this a lot of thought, and I've been working on getting an interview with him. It's President Barack Obama. No, we did a lot of work with the White House for healthcare.gov, and I reached out to interview the president, and I didn't think, whatever, they're not going to get back to me, no big deal. And I was just like, whatever. I got a call the next day from the White House. It was crazy. They go, Zach, we really love you, and we love your show, and I think you can really help us with healthcare.gov, but the president doesn't have time to come on your show now, but the president in the White House would like your help with this campaign, and later on, the president, when he has time, will make time to talk to you. So maybe, imagine if I can convince the president of the United States to sit down and have a drink with me.
At the Borgata.
At the Borgata. How amazing would that be? And we'll sit down, we'll talk about healthcare.gov and his plan for, the minimum wage. It'd be really cool.
Yeah, and then we could have GoToWhitney there with Atlantic City entertainment information.
That's fine. It would be you next to Secret Service agents, but it's pretty cool. But he's the one I want, and he was the person I've been setting my sights on, so I'm working on it. And they invited me to the White House. I guess that's my first step.
Hey, you got to take a step somewhere. Well, we're so happy to have you here at the Borgata and in Atlantic City and listening to your show.
Please, Whitney, I love you, and I love your microphone flag, and I love your camera. I love your business card. Everything's amazing. For someone who got into a car accident today, you are incredible looking, unbelievable. Thank you for sitting down with me with this nice fire behind us.
It looks like our heads are on fire, maybe. We have flames. We're like the devils.
I like this, but it was a very nice date. I don't think a second one's in our future. I know you want one. I know.
I thought we were on a good date.
I know.
And
I'm taken.
Oh, you are? Okay.
No.
Yeah, you can't. You're 21. You have to have fun now. This is your fun time.
That's a line I use to get ladies interested. It doesn't work. I've tried it
What's your best pickup line? What do you use for the ladies?
I'm on your television. I'm on the radio. I know people at the Borgata. Come and hang out with me.
Right, that's cool. That would make me be like, I need to go out with Zach. If you said that to me, I would have said that.
The TV and radio part means nothing, but the Borgata thing, it gets them going. Thank you.
Well, Zach, thank you so much. Come to Atlantic City, everybody. We're going to celebrate Zach Sang's 21st birthday at Borgata's Mur.Mur tonight. You can find out more information at ZachSang.com and also listening to him on AC 102.7.